people right now, Lord. We know you stand with us. We know you stand against every violence and every evil principality that would lift itself against you, Lord Jesus. God, we just want to address everybody when we just say later on, guys, we don't go over the counter protesters, just keep our hands and feet to ourselves. Do not address the antagonizers. There are antagonizers out there. We don't want any violence. It's a peaceful event, okay?
Seriously, where am I going to get elegance and grace? Where am I going to get? Jesus.
Yeah. So guys, this is a historic event. Now we're addressing the crowd, so I shifted it before we had the stadium in the background where Austin Metcalf was murdered. Please reshare this link online right now, guys. Get this out to as many people as possible. Guys, this is the first time, I'd say in American history, but as long as I've been alive, the white Americans and my brother, black Americans, white Americans can stand up and speak out. We have been suppressed. We have been suppressed for generations.
He has his opinion.
We've been moved to the back of the bus and told to sit down and shut up.
Let's give him some attention.
Generations ago, it was people of this skin color. And now it is our people that are being brutally murdered. The justice system is failing us. And we're here to stand today against injustice, plain and simple. Righteous men of God are called to stand against injustice. And so today, black and white together, we're standing against black violence against white Americans. It's very statistics do not lie. The statistics do not lie. 350,000 white people were assaulted last year in America by black Americans. There is a prevalent gang culture. There is a prevalent gang culture in America. Give me a second. We have another camera here. I have to. Edward, you're on stage. I had to remove you from stage. There's a prevalent gang culture. It's my laptop. There's a prevalent gang culture and violent hip-hop culture that has pervaded the young minds of black Americans in this country and turned them racist against their brothers who want nothing more than to lift them up, to live in peace with them, to love them, to be one party in the body of Christ. This has led to not just racism, but racism in action. People are dying. Stores are being smashed in. White people are being terrorized. Our country, the fabric of our country is changing right before our eyes. Donald Trump made one of his main campaign promises, immigration. These two problems are linked intrinsically. White people are not only disappearing in this country, becoming a minority in the land that we had, the land that our founding fathers carved out for us, but now, not only are we disappearing, but we are being attacked and murdered in the streets. These two problems are intrinsically tied, but today we're here to address and call for justice for Austin Metcalf, who was murdered in that stadium. His blood is wet on the stadium bleachers. His killer is home playing Xbox. This is injustice. Black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Spanish, whatever you are, recognize injustice and don't be a coward to call it out. Today, tens of thousands should have been here. We have a great crowd, but fear.
They're in their cars
There's
Hardly anybody here.
But there is a spirit of fear that is not of God. There is a spirit of fear that is not of God that has pervaded our culture. We are fearful to walk on the streets. We're fearful to assemble.
Yeah, they're literally right there in their cars. They're afraid to stand here because those assholes get them fired from their jobs. That's the reason why. Another reason we're at this protest today. Another reason we're at this protest. So when you tell me that white people are not the main victim of racism, that white people are not oppressed, not being put down, then tell me why bullies and they're the racists. Another reason why we're here today and why we're not going to stop. We're going to keep pushing this issue. There's nothing you can do to stop us. Doesn't matter what you call us. Doesn't matter if you try to stop us. Nothing you can do to stop us, because this has been an issue for my entire life with my white family members and my white friends, where they've been put down, they've been treated like trash just because they're white. And there's so many people say, oh, it's not true, it's not true. It is true. I see it day after day, month after month, year after year, and I'm tired of the anti-white racism. I'm tired of the anti-white hate. I'm tired of the anti-white violence. I will stand on top of a damn bus and scream that we are going to end this shit right now.
That's my brother Philip Anderson. Philip Anderson is a January 6th patriot and hero that stood shoulder to shoulder with me at the Capitol. Here we are again, 90 days after getting pardoned. 90 days standing again. Those who are fearful in the audience and in the crowd to stand. I did 4 years and 6 days incarcerated, mostly in the DC Gulag. I was never offered bond. I applied 3 times. I have no criminal record. I put millions of dollars in property and cash up. There is a man with just 20 knife who is home right now, who is murdered, a member of this community in Frisco, Texas. For 2 weeks, his blood has been on those bleachers, and nobody has stood up in support of him. Nobody has stood up in support of him. So we had to come in from Florida. We had to come in, Philip's from Texas. There's not been a protest, there's not been a staged event. So violent when these type of acts are crushing and killing people. White Americans are living in abject fear. This is tyranny. This is the tyranny our founding fathers warned us about. We are asking the American people, do not be silent on this issue. Where it was 350,000 last year, it'll be 400,000 next year. That generation is passing. There will be no voice in the black community to lift them up, so we are here together. Saying before it is too late, before
Listen to the cops, guys.
it escalates, the violence on white Americans comes to a point where there is some type of friction that cannot be healed between the communities. Let's make a stand together now. Let's make a stand together today. I see right now Antifa, Hamas, some other move back to that area.
We are just hanging out. Move back. Move back. These idiots over here that are saying we're racist. Not a single black person. Not a single brown person. Every last one of those idiots here gets the nerve to come here and harass us and try to disrupt. They can have their own counter-protest over there on the other side. That's what the police said. The police said the counter-protesters were not supposed to be here. But they have to come here. They have to disrupt. But you will not scare us. You will not run us off. We're going to stand our ground and say exactly what we believe. All we have said is that it's wrong for white people to be killed. It's wrong for our white friends and family members to be killed. That's all we're saying, that it's wrong for violence and racism against white people. Just for saying that. They want to shut us down, they want to call us names, and that's exactly, once again, why we are here today. They're the bad guys, in case you didn't notice. Thanks, Philip. Fight.
You're making me nervous with your running.
I'm just trying not to be in people's way.
The fabric of our country will change. The race problem will decline to such a place where we can't live in this country where it was e pluribus plural. Out of many, one. Americans want to be united. We want to live in harmony together. We don't want to have to run and separate the races just because the violence is so nasty and abhorrent. We are calling upon black Americans, condemn Carmelo Anthony, and demand that justice be served today. Demand justice be served today. There is a killer on the loose in Frisco, Texas. His name is Carmelo Anthony. He has a knife, and he's coming for your children next. At a peaceful track meet, our children are being slain, gunned down, and murdered. How can we not condemn this? How can weakness, fear, cannot live in the heart of patriots? I'm calling upon both parties, all races, all religions, condemn Carmelo Anthony, the murderer that has been idolized by the violent black culture in America. Violent black culture is the reason why Austin Metcalf's family is grieving today. Violent black culture is the reason why young mothers are afraid to push their kids in strollers anywhere where it's not 80 or 90% white people. We need unity in this country. We don't need separation. We need peace and unity. The people that stand against that are the people who would have condemned Martin Luther King. He is on the side of the bus. That man is a hero. He stood as we're standing.
I'm not saying you
Violence
did.
against
I'm
any
not saying
race.
but we know
When
what
one race
could be
perpetrates violence against every other race, it is untenable. Here are the
two
numbers.
opposing sides here.
Here are the numbers. 350,000 white Americans were assaulted by black Americans last year in America. 74,000 black Americans were assaulted by white Americans in America. But here's the kicker. If that's not enough, if those stark number differences aren't enough, white Americans are 200 million in America. Black Americans are 50 million. That is a 4 times difference. If we adjust the numbers, there would be 15,000 assaults white on black, with 350,000 assaults black on white. If those numbers do not scream injustice, if those numbers do not scream an untenable situation, then you are blind, and I ask God, my Father in heaven, to open up your eyes. By the blood of Jesus Christ, heal our country, heal this divide. We have some disruptors here. The Frisco police are handling it professionally. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. We wish the Capitol Police would have responded in kind.
They did. Actually,
We wish the Capitol Police would have kept us safe instead of murdering us. Thank you, Frisco Police Department. We back the blue. We stand for constitutional rule of law. We stand for equal application of the law. Ask yourselves this question. Ask yourselves this question. God bless America.
You killed police
Thank you, thank you. Ask yourselves this question. Why were
Get that out of my
a
face.
group of 95% white people, the January 6th ones that were persecuted, because there were every race, color, creed, and stripe there, but the ones they came after, 95% white arrests. Why were the January 6th prisoners, by and large, not given bond? I spent 900 days solitary confinement. I have no injury. I have no injury on my case. I did not injure a human being. Carmelo Anthony has admitted to plunging a knife into the chest of an unarmed child. He is at home 12 days later. Is this not disparity, injustice? Is this not unequal application of the law? Is this not a perversion of everything that we stand for as Americans? I say it is. Those who would be against that,
live with themselves for a lollipop.
how can they live with themselves? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We have supporters. We have supporters. The drama will not overshadow our message. Austin Metcalf's blood is calling for justice today. And God is the avenger. God will bring justice and retribution upon the murderer of Austin Metcalf. And we need it today, not 3.5 years from now, when this media stunt legal team produces more fiascos and pushes the case off and off and off. We've seen it. I spent 4 years, I never was afforded trial. Do you think it's right for Carmelo Anthony to sit in his home comfortable for the next 4 years? How can you stand with such an injustice? Lock him up. I gotta see this today. This is justice. If we don't set the standard, he brought a knife to a tragedy. That is a crime. If we don't stand against this standard of injustice, we will engender more violence against whites by blacks by not producing justice today. Justice.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I think it's kind of sad, honestly. So the entire time that Jake was speaking, cars kept going by, and they're waving to us, they're saying, we support you. I count at least like 20 of them, and it's like, what are you so afraid of? Why don't you just come and hang out with us? Why are you staying in your cars? The truth is they're afraid because they're white. They're afraid because they're white. So what's why are these guys driving? Look, they're driving by right there. They won't come over here because they're afraid, because they're white. More white people over there in their cars. They're afraid to come out and stop with people and stand here because they're white. So once again, I want to push the point really strongly that white people truly are the main victim of racism in America today. I mean, seriously. Back in the day, it used to be that black people were having to hide in their homes. They were not able to come out and assemble. And they were sitting outside, they get arrested, they lose their job, bad things will happen to them. And now what's happening to the white people? They're afraid to come out because they're afraid that they will lose their job. They're afraid that they will be experiencing violence or the victim of violence. They're afraid that they will be banished from their community. So that's why we have to do this. And these idiots over here, literally supporting a murderer. This kid killed a child. Carmelo Anthony killed a child. And these idiots over here support him killing an innocent child. You are the racists. We are against murder. Doesn't matter if it's a black person, a white person, or a polka dot person who gets stabbed. It's wrong. Normally, to talk about a member of our community, a child, a little kid in our community getting stabbed to death. The fact that we can't stab to death. The fact that we can't even assemble.
Lynch mob!
No lynch mob!
No lynch mob!
No lynch mob!
No lynch mob! No lynch mob!
No lynch mobs!
No lynch mob!
Austin Metcalf needs justice. The bail needs to be revoked.
No chance!
Carmelo
No KKK, no racist USA!
Back in jail. You cannot murder someone and immediately be back out on the street. That is not okay. If he goes out and kills another person, it'll be because of those idiotic Democrats that let him out of jail. If he stabs another person, it'll be simply because they want to let him out of jail and lower his bond just because he's a black Democrat, a black young man. Why he's not in jail right now?
Due process!
Young
Due
man.
process!
He's a
Due
white man,
process!
a Hispanic
Do
man,
not harm!
any other race. He'd be in jail right now. You better believe you stab someone, you're not getting out of jail.
Idiot!
He's not out of jail because of them. And that's the true racism. The racism of low expectations. It's okay that black people are killing so many white people. It's okay because, you know, it's normal. It's not
What was that
normal.
last thing you just said?
Does anyone else think both sides are retarded at this point?
Could you expand on that for me?
Man, I don't even know what country I'm in anymore, man. I'm a lifelong Dallas Texan, turned whistleblower after working at T-Mobile for 17 years. Nobody will help me. Everybody just comes down here. We got people from Florida coming out here dividing Frisco for their movement. But like, dude, no politicians care about us. The right doesn't care about us. The left doesn't care about us. It's time we, the people, start supporting people.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Have a good one, brother. I was gonna make a sign, both sides are retarded. I should have made that one.
Identify the problem and have an honest conversation about it and say it's time to end it. We cannot allow this in our community where people are afraid just because they're white, where people are afraid to hold each other accountable just because of their skin colors. We need to hold each other accountable. This right here is my friend. He holds me accountable when I do something wrong. He holds me accountable when I say something that's false. He tells me what you said was wrong, it wasn't true. He holds me accountable. And for so long, people have been afraid to tell other black people, to hold them accountable, to tell them what you're doing is wrong, what you're supporting is wrong, what you're pushing is wrong, what you're doing to these white people is wrong. For so long, people have not been able to do that because they've been afraid. And that's why we're here today. We're here to hold each other accountable. We're here to justice, to fight for justice. And nothing that anyone says against us or does to us will stop us. You'll have to kill me to stop me. Because I love all Americans. I love white Americans. I love black Americans. I love Hispanic Americans. I love all Americans. And it doesn't matter who it was that attracted me or what their skin color was when they get stabbed. When they get stabbed, I'm going to show up. I'm going to stand up. Remember, in my community. But again, then they need to go to prison. They need to go to prison right now when they kill a white child. They think, I got to hand back to my friend Jake before I go too long. I get a little excited over here.
And the glory forever. Amen.
Guys, being an American
Help
in
us.
America,
We have humbled
if we
ourselves
allow
before you.
evil to
Will
take
you
root
heal our land?
and we don't stand
Almighty
against it,
God,
then it's
we
only
pray
us to
you.
blame.
We
When this
pray
country
to
devolves
you
into a
that you-
degenerate land
that you-
without
they
moral
cannot
backbone,
defeat you.
without God.
They can't defeat you. And we call
God has
upon
sent
you.
us here
Almighty
today.
God, we
God
call
has
upon
sent
you.
all
Praise
people
in the name
to
of
gather
Almighty
together.
God.
I see creeds
Praise
and
in
colors
the
of all
name
people to
Almighty
condemn
God.
violence against white devolves into a
that you-
degenerate land
that you-
traded against us and Philip on this. The judges abuse their power, we condemn them. Traded against us and Philip on this. The judges abuse their power, we condemn them. When the judges make mistakes, we call them out. This is what makes us American. Not being blindly following any ideology other than what Father God has written in our hearts. Which is judge other than what Father God has written in our hearts. Which is justice, peace, and unity amongst brethren. And share the values.
Always try to get fun
of
little
Americans
angles.
right now.
Just try to get fun
Of
little
Americans
angles.
right now.
Is that backwards?
The illegal
And it-
immigrants
yeah.
the immigrants.
Is that backwards?
The illegal
And it-
immigrants
yeah.
the immigrants years ago came a problem in this country. People anymore. It's a standard, gentlemen. Ladies, live up to it. Anymore. It's a standard, gentlemen. Ladies, live up to it. If you
Just trying to keep-
stand against evil, you are. If you
Just trying to keep-
stand against evil, you are
Keep
not
things
American.
moving for the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
This is what it means to be an
When-
American.
I mean, it's two people standing on top of
Do
the
not
spot.
understand that these rights are not free in any other country in the world.
But that live stream's not
Irish
getting
white people
this.
who are being murdered in the streets of Ireland cannot stand and do what we're doing. If we don't make a stand, we will end up like Europe, fallen, weak, spineless. We are standing now as Americans of all colors against violence, against any particular race, especially my white brothers. I'm standing here today condemning it. Condemn it at home. Fight for it at home. Disengage, brother. Disengage. Disengage. Hey, disengage.
Oh, nice.
We have an assault over here. We have an assault over here.
Did you just get pepper spray?
Hey,
Yes.
please, this woman right here in the mask, she made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting in her fucking face.
You don't need to be here. The counter protesting, you're not supposed to be in the area. She got assaulted. She got assaulted on video. You're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. A black man is telling you, you are not supposed to be here. You are not invited to this event.
He
You are
threatened me.
walking in here to try to disrupt. It's time for you to get the hell out of here.
Oh my God!
Give us some water, some milk, let us get out right here.
Get your fucking hands
Back
off
up.
me, bitch!
Back up.
Back up.
What is going on?
And now they're not listening to the police anymore.
Interfere again, you will be arrested for interference.
Ladies, you're not wanted here. It's going to be
Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go!
Fuck off with your ugly ass outro. Stop. Back up.
Oh yeah! He's down! He's down! Oh yeah! Get his ass! Get his ass! Get his ass! Get his ass! Beat his ass! Stay back! Back up!
What the fuck? Oh, you're so big. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He tweaked out.
What do you even do? Fucking push it out.
Nothing else. You okay? Are you hurt?
Somebody give me that,
man. That was super cool with you guys. Sit up.
I know the fuck you're not talking right now.
What's up, this pocket, my man? Oh man, we squished your crackers.
No, you're fine.
Why'd you do that? I accidentally stepped on man, it didn't feel like an accident. You about tripped me.
I have no idea if I was playing. I saw the mace
Right,
with my
keep your leg
eyes,
up,
but
okay?
what do you think I
Put it
have?
onto your butt.
I can't tell.
We're gonna stand you up, okay? 1, 2, 3, up. Hey, my camera went down somewhere.
The chemicals because this spray was coming out.
I saw fire.
And plus it was hitting the business.
You okay? You hurt?
Did you see where the original arrestee went?
All right, hey, we gotta get more people there. They're going there.
Oh.
Stay back away from her.
I'm here to listen.
Okay, you can hear. You don't need to hear anything they're saying to her.
I'm here with you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I have my phone in this pocket and I have. Yes, I have my there and then the other one.
Get on the way. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
It's happening. Just let it happen. It's happening.
I have a bad left knee. I have knee braces on both my knees because my left knee keeps going back. So if I suddenly fall down, that's why.
Are you trying to stay neutral? Come over
Yeah, somebody that can take my stuff. That person right there. Either one of those people.
Well, we gotta search this first, but yeah.
Yes. And some pills like Advil and no. I have an IFAC, individual first aid kit. That bag right there, the backpack has the first aid kit. It has scissors in it. Because it's part of a first aid kit.
We have a car ready. Over there. Right here.
Thank you. You're good. You said you're with.
I'll take her.
Hey, don't tell Matt to call.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Phone out.
Can you give it to somebody?
I'll just stay back a little bit, okay? Thank you. Don't mind if you record or whatever. Just stay back. Most work.
I haven't been arrested in.
Yeah, I would give it
No, well, not the pepper can be already got. It could be handed to somebody. Yeah, just give it to somebody,
Hey, who
please.
do you want us to contact?
My roommate.
Hey, I'll be returning if you want me to.
They know.
Okay.
Yeah. I have hearing aids on because I'm really fucking hard of hearing.
She's got a knife in this bag.
Here, my cup for you.
You said all this with him as well?
Yeah.
You got your wallet right? You know who this is?
Yeah, it's in my phone.
Wow, she brought a knife to this place where this kid was stabbed. My goodness, that's crazy. She brought a knife to the scene of that stabbing. Makes you wonder what she had planned. Purple hair is pretty clear.
You're such a
I'm a lot taller than you are. I'm sorry, lady.
Touch him.
I'm
Yeah,
not
don't touch me.
touching
Sorry.
him. I'm not.
I know it's ineffective. Don't even bother.
Before it happens, that's all.
Just back up.
I'm just telling him, set the guidelines, all right?
Where's the camera? There we go. There you go. What about? We gotta search this one too.
I have rights just like you have rights, okay?
Are you waving at the camera? What are you doing? You're not even in the shot right now. Come on, be serious. Come on. Thank you.
What the?
If I pepper sprayed you, where's the pepper?
Who did it?
I assume this
here's
was
the
there
next
before.
If I pepper
but-
sprayed you, where's the pepper?
Having a fun day, huh?
Where is it?
Is this what you thought was gonna happen today?
Where's the pepper spray?
A little bit of
You claimed on camera that you got pepper sprayed by me. Where's
See,
the
who's
proof?
old?
You want to come back here and file a police report on it? Where are you
Oh,
going?
because they were here on the 8th. That's
Oh, there's another one on the other side there.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
I would expect them to investigate before they cut somebody off.
Yeah, not too straight.
Well, I mean, how would I have known?
This is exactly the kind of thing I was like, something's gonna
Yeah, right.
Could
exactly.
happen here.
We were in the right place, but not right there. You definitely got it in the right though.
I hope so. I literally don't know
You
if
can't see
I.
until later. Oh, all right.
Well, you can rewind on my live.
No, thanks.
January 6th, he paid my legal bills. He's helping me get a new job. This guy's done so much for me, it's not even funny. And this is back when he had nothing to gain from helping me at all. But he went out of his way to help
Right,
me.
yeah.
All the ones who were like,
Had nothing to do with skin color. But unfortunately today, what happened to Austin Metcalf, that has to do with skin color. Because we all know things would be much different if he was not a white child.
Just FYI, say whatever you want, but I
I
am
know,
live.
it's live. Well, they were, no, it's a recorded space. Like,
No, yeah.
yeah, no, I know you're live, yeah.
If it was any other person,
Just like consider there to be a live wiretap everywhere.
Telemax was really opposed to this.
it's wrong to murder a white
So of course he
child.
forgets that.
They
Kelly
come out
saw
here
it.
with rage, they come out here with mace, they come out
What
here with
is
violence.
that all
they come out
about?
here wearing a
A knife to
mask
the
like an
event?
ISIS terrorist
I mean,
screaming
that's
at
kind of
us.
what started
Why?
this whole thing, right?
I'm not saying that
A
black
knife
people are bad. I wouldn't be
on-
up here
on
with
a
black
school
girls.
property?
Did you see what happened? I was a little distant,
Yeah,
and then I ran. Well, from your perspective, what just happened?
Right now. We're up
Oh,
here
with her?
saying,
Because
Yeah, the thing over there. Well, yeah, now there's two arrests.
Oh.
I saw the second
Okay,
one.
so
Kind
she
of, but-
started getting all lippy about
But across
stuff.
this
He
country,
said
what's
something
being
like,
done to white
well, you know, I'm
people
here
is
to peacefully
wrong, and it has
protest.
to
She
stop.
started getting
Way to
into
go back
derogatory,
to a
and then
place where
she
we
pulled
all
out the pepper
respect
spray
one another
and just started
regardless
spraying
of what we look like. And we are far,
And there you go.
far
And
from
then they
that
find
place right
she's
now.
got a
And
knife
the reason why we're far
on
from that
school
place
property?
is because of those people over
I mean,
here.
that's
that
a-
try
that's
to
a good
disrupt
thing.
I want to be
this
clear. I
event.
was distant, so I really didn't hear the
yeah.
dialogue that led up
You
to
know,
it.
if you want the
As
footage-
she was being pulled away, the words she said out loud to the cops were, "He threatened me." Did you hear? Did you hear the
I heard-
exchange? What
I
did
heard
you?
no
Cannot be
threats
afraid to have
whatsoever.
the conversations
All right,
we
now,
have.
is threatening,
You cannot
shut
remain
your
silent
mouth,
when people are saying things
is
that are not
threatening,
true. When people
mind
are
your own
saying things
business.
that are racist
Now, did he
against white
threaten her with
people,
physical
we cannot be
harm?
silent anymore. We have to
Right?
get loud.
Did he say those things? I mean, just do you remember what the last things he said were?
The last thing he said was, "Get away from me."
Is it okay?
That's the last thing he said.
If more of us had
But if
stood
you
up
want, I
and
can get
made
the
noise and
actual
gotten
footage.
loud and said, no, this is
If
wrong.
you have it.
You can't do this to my white friends. You
I
can't
told-
do
I'm
this
in
to
the
my white
motorhome,
family
right?
members.
Okay, yeah.
That's my
Do this to
motorhome. You got
white
my brochure?
coworkers.
I do have your
More of us
brochure,
stood
yeah.
up and
Number,
said those
text me,
things.
and I'll get
Your
you.
mic.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll get
all
you
right.
the
I'll text you
actual-
after.
But out of fear, the same fear for the reason why circling the event.
Well, actually, while I have you here, why did you bring the MAGA bus here?
Well, actually, great question. And it's really, we'll call it
This
MAGA,
man over
Make
here
America
got
Great
pepper sprayed,
again,
he's
right?
still here.
But at the end of the day is
Stand up for his fellow Americans.
Hiroshima, Martin Luther King, Kennedy, Trump, the towers, and what it represents is, you know, whether you're whatever persuasion or you're trying to get your point across, it's okay. Vote for who you want. Don't make me out to somebody I'm not because you don't agree with me. Go agree with yourself and go do your own thing. It's okay. But to say I'm a racist, to say I'm something and you don't even know me is ridiculous. I would never say that about any one of you. I don't know. And I don't know your political persuasion. And honestly, I don't really care. You have the right, and they died, so you could vote, you could vote, you could vote. And even actually, crazy woman vote,
push back hard,
right?
and
But she just went about it the wrong way.
Because right now we're kind of like at 0%.
That's the guy.
Or maybe like 5% on that pushback against the anti-white racism. People are afraid to push back on it for fear of, you know, getting attacked, getting called racist. But here's the thing, guys, we're stronger together. We stand together. You know, white people and black people who support their white brothers and sisters, and also Hispanic Americans and Asian Americans. We all stand together with our white brothers and sisters and say, no, you're not going to treat our friends and family like this just because they're white. And if we push back hard together, then it will not go like that any longer. Yeah, there's going to be, people are going to have a little bit of pain. Some white people are going to take some hits. Some black people like me who stand together with white people, we're going to take a little bit of heat. We're going to take some heat, and that's all right. That's that good heat. That's that righteous heat. That's that I'm doing the right thing. The Lord is watching me heat. That's that the devil can come for me, but he can never take my soul. That's that type of heat right there. And that's why I'm proud to be here today. This is honestly the best protest I've ever been to because of what we're standing up here today, what we're standing up for. There's nothing more important than standing up for my family members. It's standing up for my friends. There's nothing more important than that. And that's why I will not back down for any reason. Doesn't matter what you call me. Doesn't matter what you try to say about me.
Could you tell us what happened? Because we missed the
I
beginning.
need that to be the mindset that every single person has here. I want y'all to push that mindset on your children.
I was telling her to be quiet and respect our peaceful protest. And she said, "I will not shut up," and sprayed me. And apparently she had a knife and was going to stab me. She had a knife? Yeah, that's what I was told by that man over there. Said police said she had a knife, was going to stab me. But I'm not gonna sit down or back down from someone who's disrupting this protest of this social injustice right here. A murderer is a murderer and belongs in prison, not a GoFundMe account to get him out of prison. Get them bonded out and buy their family a new house.
And where are you coming in from?
Carmelo Anthony came to this track
From Garland.
with are the same ill intentions.
Garland,
that
Texas.
These disruptors to cause violence, who perpetrate
When she was
violence,
walked away from the police, she kind of tried to like blame you. What do you kind of?
She's a liberal.
pepper sprayed without.
Why wouldn't a Democrat try to blame a Republican for
Let it
doing
be
the
known
right
she had
thing?
ill intentions to smear our event as a violent event.
You okay, brother?
I'm fantastic.
Continue to stand in defense.
I came here and I was like, something's going to happen here.
So she pepper
As we were on
sprayed you.
January
She
6th, standing,
bear sprayed me.
we were attacked and we defended our country. We again here
And
today
what's your
were
name,
attacked
sir?
by
Austin
a violent and hatred
Hunter.
ideology.
AUSTIN.
That has even pervaded the minds of liberal
What do you do
lunatics
back in Garland?
who would come here to disrupt and
I do
attack
sales.
innocent First Amendment advocates and those who would stand against white violence perpetrated by black people in this country. Guys, I'm so grateful that we can come out here today and the American people can, for the first time since Donald Trump's January 6th event, come together and stand together again. Do you realize that they tried to take this right from us? They tried to make you fearful of ever standing out and carrying signs of American flags and protesting. That's what January 6th was, and we're back, we're out. We will be doing more protests. We will be standing up against every injustice, against every word that proceeds to stand against the word of God.
It's time to do it. It's time to take a stand, guys.
More protests,
Time to take a
more
stand.
peaceful stances. They tried to steal our right from us to stand against evil. They tried to make you fearful that there was going to be feds, that there was going to be violence. There was no violence on our side. There was no hatred on our side today. They came with hatred and ill intentions, and we stood peacefully. He did not attack that woman after he was attacked. He recoiled. He recoiled. Let history show. Today we were peaceful. Today we stood against what has been. And look at, there is a young man, a young black man with a jersey on the back of it that says Anthony. There is a young black man in the crowd with a jersey on the back of it that says Anthony. May Jesus Christ heal your heart. May Jesus Christ find you in your need.
Stay mellow.
Three-time
Olympic gold medalist, 4th all-time
What a
NBA all-time
disrespectful
scorer,
thing.
all-time leader, New York Knicks.
I have no hatred for the man.
I'm just a
wearing
Knicks
that
fan. I'm a
jersey
Knicks fan.
right
I'm
there.
a
I have to say.
Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't believe you, buddy. I'm
Stay
sorry.
mellow.
You came here knowing exactly what you're doing. I have no hatred for the man wearing that jersey, but I have to say, that right there, that man wearing that jersey with Anthony's name on it, as if Carmelo Anthony scored some kind of point or one side.
No, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm from New York.
That right there is
I'm a Knicks fan.
right here today.
I'm a Knicks
Right
fan.
there.
You want to hoop? Let's hoop.
Speaking out.
You got a ball?
Silence us.
Let's
We
hoop.
continue pushing until people are no
You from
longer
Brooklyn?
afraid.
Are you Nets fan or Nets?
Because what's happening
Oh,
right
okay.
now is not right right now. Other than victim of racism.
What do you think of him calling you out from the stage there or whatever?
I think it's funny that he's like,
that a white child was killed.
black people,
That's
he's
exactly
like,
why
we're
gonna
against
push
black
back.
people
We're not
doing
gonna
crime against
stop.
whites and it's a
Because I love
black
my
man
family,
talking. I think that's really
and I
that
love my
country. That's
friends.
really
I love
very unique,
good
very
people
unique.
out here, good innocent
Love to see it.
people. I love
What
them all.
was your
I love
intention?
this
It seems like he
country.
kind of said
Thank you,
what he
guys. I
thought your
appreciate
intention was. What is your intention being out here?
Like I just said, I've loved Melo since he came to the league. A big Cuse fan. Like I said, I'm from New York. Big Syracuse fan. Always been watching Melo. 3 gold medals. one of the best scorers in NBA history. Prolific scorer.
That hatred that lives in that young man's heart to make a joke.
All right, buddy. No jokes. There's no joke. There's no joke.
Here, the murder, the senseless life being taken. This was a life senselessly taken. I guess he said he's a fan of yours. In the cradle. I'm stuck. Okay, that's 17 years old. Do you remember what it was like?
Can I watch basketball?
Yeah, that's fine. Your whole life ahead of you.
I really appreciate your work. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
In your heart, gone, vanished.
Oh!
It vanished in a blink of an eye.
There was I'm not. It's pointed that way. I'm not gonna like touch it. I just want to say I really appreciate your work. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Reach out to me sometime. I'd love to talk to you sometime. Thank you. Yeah.
Put in a pedestal in the black community is the same culture that is causing these young men to celebrate.
Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah, no way. I don't get that. That's not like a racial thing, right?
Yeah, we're kind of confused.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. So tell me in the motorhome again. So you identified her.
It's a cool motorhome. Like is it what brand is it?
Thinking that they're going to be fired.
Wait, so let me tell you what the motorhome is. Make it easy.
Yes, no
You have
fear of that.
on the back Constitution.
They're not going to pull any college scholarships. It's not going to make any judgments.
No. I have a 3-time Olympic gold medalist on my jersey.
Okay.
He's just named after.
Martin
He's just
Luther
named
King.
after.
So,
he's just named after him. I mean, I'm just wearing Mellow. This is Mellow.
okay. So Iwo Jima Constitution, Iwo Jima, Martin Luther King. Here we go. No interview.
I'm sorry. Too much conflicts. I gotta be alert.
So do I. Yeah. Martin Luther King, Kennedy.
That celebrates black violence on white people. But the other way around, we end up with no rights and thrown away, locked away, as it should be. As it should be if it were the other way around. If there were white violence on blacks, as it should be. Condemn that young man. Condemn that young man and all of the people that he showed up with. All the guys he's shaking hands with over there, what an evil ideology. Brokenness pervading in America.
Well, I'll tell you this, I'm from Cali.
The fallenness of this country. We don't make a stand today. America will be filled with a generation of people who do not know God. America will be filled with a generation of hate-filled, violent racists that want to kill and destroy the beautiful white culture that made America great. The Christian American, Judeo-Christian beautiful culture that is exemplified by the white community that made America great will disappear. We're not saying it's all good. We have a very great community in America. A peace. Go to a white neighborhood and see what I'm talking about. Go to a white neighborhood and see what I'm talking about. Let's lift up the standard. Let's make black neighborhoods like white neighborhoods.
It wasn't so much that he said that, which is
let's make black neighborhoods like white neighborhoods. Let's lift up our communities in this country. I don't want anybody living in degradation. I don't want anyone living in degradation. But we have a degenerate culture that is destroying an entire race of people in America. We have a degenerate culture that is destroying, naming an entire race of people in this country. We can't allow. But anyway, we must lift up our brothers. We must stand beside them.
Black people go back to the way it was before, because black people were in a really good place before. I'm not talking about really stuff. But you know, they have what they know here. Now, where you have black people that genuinely hate white people, even though those white people have literally done nothing to them. You can't hate the people of today for what was done many years ago, hundreds of years ago, or even 70 or 80 years ago. You can't hate people today for what other people did to your ancestors. If we all behaved that way, we all would be dead because we all would kill each other. That's why that's a poisonous ideology to have. Look to the man next to you, and that man is willing to stand with you. He's willing to treat you with kindness and respect and dignity. Then that man is your brother, he's your friend, he's your family. It doesn't matter what his skin color is. It matters the context of character. What matters is the way he treats you and those you care about. That's what really matters right here. That's what we're trying to aim for. We're trying to get our fellow black Americans to go back to that. Go to back to that mindset. Because people there getting persecuted. I'm gonna go. We're the main victim of racism in America back in the day.
This imperial race is inbred. Look at them.
Their fellow Americans. Hispanic, and every other shade. They had true love in their hearts for them. But now, even though most racism against black people in America is gone, now black people have been supercharged in their hatred against white people. Not just black people, there's also Hispanic people and Asian people and all kinds of people. Even lots of white people.
Okay, so this is my
Pretty much all the counter protesters are white. So yeah, we gotta be honest about that, guys.
Okay, all right, thank you.
But yeah, that is the goal. Our goal is a positive goal. Our goal is what's best for America, what actually everyone deep down really wants. Except for the people who are the real racists, who want to wipe out their white race and genocide the white race, which is actually their goal. Our goal is just to live together and to focus on things like, getting rid of the income tax, lowering the tax, getting crime as low as possible, or making crime non-existent in all of our communities. True representation in Congress and Senate, safety, architecture, those are our goals. That's what we care about. We don't want to put down any race, but when one race is truly being targeted, when one race is being neglected, when they're getting put down, we're not going to stand here and pretend like it's not happening just because it's inconvenient, just because some idiots will show up and call you names and hold up some stupid ass racist signs, just because some moron will come on over here with a jersey with the name of a killer on it, with the name of a murderer on it. Yeah, you're not scaring us away. We're not afraid of you, big dog. We're not afraid. But yeah, that is why we're doing this, because it is truly the right thing to do. And no matter what any of these people say, no matter what they hold up, no matter what they're wearing on their shirt, it does not change the fact that we are right and they are wrong. No matter how much they try to intimidate us, no matter what they say, it doesn't change the fact that we are right and they are wrong. It's pretty simple, right? Murder is wrong. It's actually one of the biggest felonies, It's one of the worst things you can commit. So it's pretty clear that we're in the right here. Like, honestly, man, it's really not that complicated at all. But yeah. Thanks, Philip. Yes, this is the ideology. Yes, you may.
I don't know anything about this case, the details of this case, but I do know there was a
The man that was just pepper sprayed by violent leftist extremists
Why are these people not talking about that?
is going to say a couple words to the crowd today, guys. He has a right to speak. He's just violently assaulted, still standing. What's your name, brother? Austin. God bless you, Austin. Thank you for standing with us. Hunter. Austin Hunter. He shares the same name as the victim of another
Victim
racist.
and the father.
Austin, talk to the people.
All right, that pepper spray was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I will be pressing charges on her.
Thank you.
It's when you bend down to lift someone up and help them, you're bending yourself down. Why does it have to be down? Why can't you be up too?
One flame ignites another. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Austin, for standing strong.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, brother. I support you, bro.
I was expecting something like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, they come with evil intentions.
Yeah, and I needed a cigarette after that. And the cigarette I got was an American Spirit cigarette. My favorite brand. Come show me I'm a pussy. I just got pepper sprayed and I'm standing up here. You won't do a bitch ass thing because Democrats are soft as shit.
They want to try to stir us up and cause this event to turn into something that it was not meant to be. A violent type of altercation was not what we came here for. They started it. We de-escalated it as what we should do. That's how we act. That's the American standard. Guys, we're asking the police right here to remove this guy from the area that we're staging. He has another area. This is a disruptor. And
I'm not disrupting anything.
He is not a disruptor. You're free to proceed with your production.
He is
You're
not
disrupting
your production.
your presence.
I'm not doing anything
celebrating
wrong.
a murder.
I'm not doing anything
Your presence
wrong.
is celebrating a murder.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why would you?
Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers.
Come on. That's just.
He's a murderer.
That's so low. That's lower than the lowest filth I've ever seen. Can you please ask God to enter your heart right now? I know my man Jesus, and he wants to know you. Jesus Christ can save you right now. You can be delivered from the demonic energy that is pervading your heart. Just lift your hand up, say, God, forgive me of my sin.
Forgive me of my sin.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
And I will take this jersey off right now, Lord, to
and I will
glorify
celebrate
you.
the 3-time gold medalist.
I will take this jersey
Carmelo
off right
Anthony.
now in the name of Jesus. I will take this jersey off right now in the name of Jesus and condemn
You're not a
Carmelo
prophet.
Anthony
You're not a
for
prophet.
murdering Austin Metcalf.
You're not a God.
Condemn
You are not a
Carmelo
God.
Anthony for murdering Austin Metcalf and ask and demand upon the judge to revoke his bail. Do you want that murder in your neighborhood? Do you want that man plunging a knife into?
What am I doing? No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You know
Would you sit
I
back?
like Melo.
Yo, get this guy out of here.
Agitator, bro.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Birch. That's the
Real good at playing stupid.
Yeah, you know, it's the guy looks pretty young. You know, I get it. He's immature. He's thinking it's all a game. But there's certain things you just don't joke about. I'm a big jokester myself, but there's certain things you don't joke about. I've seen people die in my life.
Heart. He's
When
got
I
a
came out of
Carmelo,
one
and
die
this
was
is the
with my
face
hand.
of racism right
Let me
here.
tell you
The
something.
face of
This young
racism right
guy,
there.
a young kid,
That is the
to
face
make
of
jokes
racism,
about
ladies
death
and
every now
gentlemen.
and then. When I saw a woman die right in front of me, I realized this shit ain't no joke. It's not something to tell jokes about. It's not something, to make fun of.
No.
So he's immature. And don't blame all black people. Don't put all black people down.
I mean, that's okay, I
because
guess I got freedom
some
to
moron
walk.
came over here wearing a jersey.
I'm not counting.
on it. Don't hate all black people for that. Don't think all black people.
You're right.
Because I know.
Okay,
it's
yes, sir.
been so
Okay, top 3 streamers on Kick. We got
hatred and violence towards white people. And there's going to be people who take advantage of that. And they want to push actual racism and
That's a hard one.
white supremacy. I want to make it very clear. That's
Okay,
not
number
what
1.
we just want
Big Loaf. Big Loaf.
Oh, I fuck with Big Loaf.
Hey, Big Loaf.
We
Shout out
fuck
Big
with Big
Loaf.
Loaf.
Hey, Big Loaf. Shout out. Hey, I never forgot you. Wow. Big Loaf, number 1. Number 2, we'll do.
Wrong. Against any group is wrong. The violence against any group is wrong. Those black people and those people of all colors need to stand up and say that it is wrong. We cannot be silent anymore. I'm calling on all the black people in America, all the Hispanic people, all the Asian people, all of you to stand up and say that this is wrong. We felt it's necessary to stand up because of how often this kind of thing happens. We cannot tolerate this anymore. As a matter of fact, racism against white people is the only racism that seems to be tolerated in this world right now. And that's why we have to start standing up against it before it continues to ravel out of control like it did here not too long ago with Austin Metcalf and in many other places as well. It's time to end this, guys. It's time to end this hatred. It's time to end this racism. It's time to end, people acting like it's a joke when their own neighbors, their own friends are killed. Someone in this man's community was killed. He thinks it's a joke just because the man was white. That's a real issue, guys. It's a real problem. We need to come together and talk about, stand up for, and speak out against.
Guys, we're so grateful that you were moved in your heart by God to be here today, that you were brave enough to not let fear control your lives. It's a beautiful thing to be an American, to exercise our rights, to stand out against injustice. They don't have this right in Europe. People are being arrested for praying outside abortion clinics. People are arrested in Ireland for asking illegal immigrants, speak Irish, this is Ireland. They're being arrested for exercising the First Amendment rights. If we don't use these rights that God has afforded us now to call out the injustice, then we will lose the birthright of America, freedom. Freedom is precious. It's worth
I don't think the cops understand what
I
he's saying.
sacrificed 4 years of my life for freedom. There's
go.
nothing too
Ollie,
great.
what's
There's no
up?
cost too great
He's over there.
for American liberty.
Hey, Ollie.
This is American liberty.
Yo.
Liberty
Hey.
against
What's up?
violence perpetrated. Predominantly black on white violence in America. We have liberty to be free. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The first one is life. Austin Metcalf had a right to his life that was taken by a violent, degenerate ideology It is soaking through the core of the black community. And today, we're asking the black community of America to reject the violent
these folks or with those folks?
I'm just an American citizen.
I hear what we're trying to do is
Is there like a war or something going on?
no, we're trying to prevent any further disturbances or anything like that. So if we can separate the groups, that's what I'm trying to do.
Wherever you want to put me, man. Yeah, I'm kind of like this border right here. Like this is probably
You're right in the middle, huh?
like this should be
God's image.
popping, locking on.
With all the gangbangers,
I'm booty pop for America.
All right, we'll get
in your community.
My pussy squirts for America. You know?
You were made for much more.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at the leaders that have risen up
Hello.
to this people.
Any questions you'd like to ask me today?
People that
I'm with the
Yeah,
Keck News Network. Chatico with the Keck News Network.
So, yeah, I guess what I'd ask is, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Live streaming.
Okay.
I just kind of show what goes on. But so, what are you? What are you trying to do?
I just put per capita on a sign, and then I said sponsored by Aryan Film Cell. She's my she's my financial backer. And I'm just out here, just, I don't know, showing up. What? Oh, you want to sniff it? No. You sure? Okay. So you know what they say? You can't resist hard truth wrapped in a good joke.
Even if they are too ashamed
You know that?
and
So
cowardly
where's Arian from
for their own
You can look her up on Twitter.
stand with them.
Yeah, she's very famous. She's my financial backer. Yeah, she pays my bills. She sends me where I need to go. I'm kind of like her strong arm body man.
I get that you told the cops you're not with these guys.
Huh?
I get that you told the cops that you're like not with these guys. I'm looking at this. There's no way you're even remotely with these guys.
I don't have a problem with this guy. This guy's my brother. Right? We live in America, don't we?
I guess what I'm getting at is, are you trying to provoke something like with them by like standing?
Nice to everybody. If anything, I'm here trying to ease the tension. I'm like butter or like lube. You know what I mean? Like instead of getting anal hemorrhaging, I'm gonna go there and like make it a fun night. You know? You know what I'm saying?
I don't normally take foot shots, but
please,
with the
by all
Pokemon
means.
sandals.
Would you like me to?
That was worth. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you to.
Yeah, they're pretty slack. Yeah, I get a lot of compliments on them everywhere I go. They're big fans.
You will fall for anything. This country was
They are
built
big
upon men
fans.
who stand.
Honestly, this jacket is pretty sexy though, right? You gotta give it to me.
Guys,
You gotta give it up to me.
counter protesters are dissipating. It seems to be that there were no serious injuries here today. I pray that anybody who left this straight heals quickly, that we can learn very quickly to not engage with the agitators. They want to rile up and to cause more division and strife.
Well, I think of like when 0.001% does
Mischaracterize our
165. That's what I'm
movement.
thinking.
We are here in unity and love with Jesus Christ. Let's protect our white American
Or when
population
8 does
against
4
violent black
hours,
culture.
you know what I
Let's
mean?
condemn it with our voices and with every ounce and fiber of our being. We need to protect white Americans. We are on the menu. We are being predatorized. Please, in the name of Jesus, stand, make a post, share this on social media, do something, or else you are to blame. If you don't stand against the problem, you are the problem. Amen. God bless America. Thank you guys for coming out today. I ask that the counter-protesters disperse without engaging the supporters of Austin Metcalf and the Austin Metcalf supporters and those who stand against black violence on white Americans, that we disperse without engaging these lunatics. Thank you guys so much for being here. God bless you. God bless you. Go in peace. Find Jesus. And let's restore the goodwill. Let's lift up the communities that have been so lost and misled for so long. God bless you. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, guys. God bless America. We're wrapping up right now, brother. We're talking a little bit. God bless you guys. Freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free. Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight!
I heard that when you wear headphones on your head like this, it'll cause an indent in your head. Is that true? Am I at risk for brain damage by doing it like this, or should I like hold it like this, you know?
No one showed up!
Dear racist, I'm are you from? Where are you from?
What are you talking about?
Where am I gonna go?
She's like she's like her kind of person. I'm racist. I have a black friend. That's like her kind of comment. You ever had anybody say that to you before? I'm racist. I have a black friend. Has anybody ever heard that like sentence before? Is that like new treaded ground? I'm just curious. I was hearing there would be 100,000 people here today. And I was like, oh, that sounds very interesting. Let me go see if I can like have an interesting conversation. My job's pretty funny too. Damn, I'm a trust fund kid. That's crazy.
The only thing we have in common is we don't like Jews.
You guys are crossing. You guys are like
Your parents proud of you? You make $0.
It's called contact, okay?
Zero.
I can't hear you.
What's your job?
I can't hear you with your mask
You don't have a
on.
job.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, why are you
You have a mask on. Why are you wearing a mask?
You're not starting a job.
No, I started smoking cigarettes because of COVID. I started smoking cigarettes because of COVID, actually.
Why
Dude,
you
for
wear
real.
a mask
Yo,
because you
82%
don't stand behind your beliefs. You do not stand
This
behind
is exactly
anything.
why we didn't want to bring you because you're yelling at
Shut
people
up.
picking fights.
I'm not taking
I
anything.
told her, keep it light, keep it fun.
We're light. We're
Me?
having fun.
Oh, I wish.
We're having fun. They just like Jews, and I don't. All right, I'll head out.
Sorry, what was that?
I don't like Jews
Why not?
because they run the world. Thank you. Leave me alone now.
Okay.
Moving on. You got two separate groups. It's for analyzing different populations. So it's like it's finding us like the statistical probability of a phenomena happening in two different populations. It's essentially what we're happening.
Okay, so what's your point behind?
Oh, it's just a funny meme. Like a lot of people don't know what per capita means.
Yeah, it's
So I put it on a sign because I was just like, who knows what per capita means?
Is your point that basically blacks commit like
No,
more
that's super
murder?
racist. I would never say something like that. It's more like white people, I don't know, are like
Okay, would
the
you
dominant population
would
countries.
you agree with me that white people commit more child pornography crimes than black people per capita?
I actually haven't looked at the numbers. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Would you
Maybe.
also agree with me
if I
that,
saw the numbers, I would say yeah, sure.
No,
but
but would
actually
you also
haven't.
agree with me that white people commit more DWIs per capita?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, would you also
I
agree
don't know.
with
I mean,
that,
again, you're asking me things that I have no
per
clue
capita
about.
Would you agree with me on that?
I haven't looked at any of these
well,
things.
if you're gonna
I
bring
have no clue.
per capita sign out, at least.
No, I've already
Look
told you.
up
I
the
know
statistics.
what per capita is, but
'Cause
you're
I care about
asking me about.
statistics
Hold on,
facts, feelings,
Wait,
right?
Hold on.
You care about facts versus feelings,
Hold on.
right?
We're trying to have a back and forth conversation. It feels like you're just trying to shove words in my mouth, which is fine.
Oh, well,
That's cool. I like having things shoved in my mouth, but not necessarily words.
Yeah, okay. My challenge to you.
Yeah, but here's
go
the deal.
home,
No.
Look up who's
I made
committing
this
more
sign.
disorderly conduct, more arson crimes, or child pornography crimes.
There is no disagreement here. I am perfectly willing to agree with you.
So I want you to focus on your community.
No qualms, no issues agreeing with you if the numbers are true. I would be perfectly fine. We can pull up Excel, we can calculate it all out. That is fine.
Okay,
I'm
let's also
perfectly
talk
fine.
about white
I'm
on white
so
crime.
fine with
There
that.
was a Florida
Wait,
mass shooter.
We're changing
recently.
topics now. We're moving the goalposts, man.
No.
I'm trying to tell you we agree.
Okay, how
We
many
agree.
white lives did
We
that
agree.
Florida mass shooter take out?
I don't even
And
know.
did you
I don't
post
even
about
know
it?
about a Florida
Did
mass
you post
shooter.
about it?
When did this happen?
It was like yesterday or 2 days ago.
No, I pretty much I just post I basically worship this girl Arian Femcel on Twitter. That's pretty much all I post about ever.
Well, there was
I don't
a white
know.
dude.
I don't live in Florida. I live in Texas.
Why
I don't
aren't you
know.
out there protesting that?
I am. I'm saying sponsored by Arian Femcel.
Bring your per capita sign out. What race is committing
I'm not moving to
more
Florida.
school shootings per capita?
I'm not sure, but
Yeah,
we could
that's
crack,
your
we could
race.
crack
So-
the number.
okay.
Like again, I don't like look into things. I just think the meme is funny that nobody ever fucking knows what it is on both sides of the argument. That's why I'm here.
Okay, I believe per capita
That's my
technically
argument.
means like
That's
per
not really both
person.
sides.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And so what you get is like you divide the number of things occurring by the population size, and that gives you an operand that you can then multiply by 100,000, 10,000, 1,000. It gives you an idea of how many occurrences of whatever you can expect from a population of a different size. It's like a
I still want to know. No, what is your agenda behind this per capita?
to troll, bro?
So what?
Nobody.
Because
Yes, it helps you understand how many of an occurrence happens in two different population sizes.
13%, 52%, right.
For what?
They make up 13% of the population, but account for 52% of the homicides. That's per capita.
What are you talking about? 13%, 50. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about.
2% of the population committing 52% of serious whatever. Okay, 1% on the side of that 30% of black people is committing violent crimes. Because it's not the entire.
No, I know it's not the entire 13%, but there is a prevalence of violence.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
You're
No,
here?
no!
You're here? Oh my! I didn't even know it was you.
Who is
know
it?
who that is? Oh my God!
That's Chatico.
I'm prolific.
I don't even understand who that is.
I wish I didn't.
I am prolific.
I know who this guy is.
I am the best person to ever come on the internet. Come on the internet, actually.
Yeah.
No innuendos, nothing like that. No, dude, what, you travel away from fucking, why'd you come here? There's like two people here.
Where's Daisy?
Can I switch sides?
Don't you know he's That's a groiper.
I know a lot of
Also
people.
Chatico.
That what?
He's a groiper. He's Chatico on Twitter.
Yeah, I knew it.
It's like really bad.
Way bigger than this. Shit's
He's a
ass.
good guy. I like this guy. I like this guy right here. Yeah. Let's go.
Good to meet you in person. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's so funny.
Hey, now I found out the flavor. Let's go. It's all love speech.
I was thinking it was gonna be 10,000.
You trying to bring back the? I haven't seen Pepe in a while.
I love Pepe. I got this at, you know Jared Taylor?
Jared Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I got it at
like
AMRA in
2,000 people
2024.
here.
There should have been way more.
Oh, you attended Emirates.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like 80 people.
And they're bringing back Pepe.
Yeah, I love Pepe. He's great. I might put him in the next anime edit, the next America First anime edit on my channel.
This might be really like in the weeds, but there's actually like a film that followed the guy who originally drew Pepe. Have you seen this? Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
haven't yet.
Like, and he was basically like sad because originally the frog was like apolitical and it got turned into kind of how you guys use him, and so then he killed the frog in his comic. What do you what do you think of like kind of the way that symbols are used like that?
I think symbols are used for like advocating for something or like political wise. Also, hi Tyler Russell. He's watching your stream right now.
I don't know who that is, but okay,
He's
cool.
on Cozy TV. He's friends with Nick Fuentes. He's a nice guy.
I see. All right, one of your.
He's like Aqua from Oshinoko. I made a video about him.
Got to be honest, don't know what most of that means. But all right.
yeah, it's anime.
I see.
It's an anime, you know. Anime's gold. Come on, man. One Piece to go. One Piece just built them. Yeah.
Okay, to my folks watching, I'm not, I don't think I've actually spoken on the stream yet today, but not much is happening at this point, so I think if I could just give a quick little summary here. So, what kind of happened here is that on this side of the line is the folks who held this rally for Stephen Metcalf, basically arguing, their primary point that they say is that they're arguing for that Anthony Carmelo, who is alleged in the stabbing of Austin Metcalf, which took place here, that they're disappointed that he was able to make bond, and they broadened it into a conversation about race, right? So this side has, very bluntly put on their statement that they're concerned specifically about interracial violence, and calling it black violence and so forth. On the opposite side, are people who held up signs referring to the event as, for example, a lynch mob. And those protesters, kind of around the anti-fascist variety, came out and demonstrated against this, largely emphasizing the fact that many of the people who participated here are actually January 6thers. And so that was kind of a primary point of the conflict. There was one moment that I think I captured on film, but I'm going to find out after, where one of the individuals who was against this event pepper sprayed one of the people who was participating in it and was subsequently arrested. As they were taken away by the police, there was another kind of pushing conflict that occurred and caused a second arrest. I believe those only 2 arrests were both people who opposed this kind of Trump-aligned event here. So with that, there's people still kind of standing around talking, so I'm going to stay here just a while longer to document in case anything sort of else happens. But the rally itself ended, so I am going to shut the live stream down. So thanks for watching. I would just remind both the audience and folks in the community moderation areas of YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter that, as a live video platform, I don't endorse any of the views expressed by any of the people, and the only point of what I'm doing is to have raw, unedited documentation of what goes on at events like this, particularly when they relate to how the police handle them. So with that,